And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a man who needs no introduction, Dr. Rod Rock.
All right. Good evening. I'd like to build on the ideas that Brian shared and share this idea that I found on Twitter. It says, learn to realize your purpose and live to achieve it. And those were said by our very own Tim Dalrymple, who's going to head on to the University of Michigan once he completes high school here in Clarkston. And what I'm going to do this evening is share I have about 4 pages of about 100 kids' names and different things that they're doing. And I'm not going to share all of them, but I'm going to share some of them, along with some music, and I'm not going to dance. So Clarkston has the best kids in the world, the very best kids in the world. And oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I still have an iPhone 5. Excuse me, Mr. Paul. So as I was saying, Clarkston has the very best kids in the world, the very best. And if Mr. Call would have said it was okay, maybe some of you grandparents have a sticker on the back of your car that says, ask me about my grandchildren. Do you have that? Maybe that was when I was a kid. Whoops. I was going to put that on the back of my robe, ask me about Clarkston's kids, but Mr. Call said you can't write on your robe. So I want to share some examples with you and ask our students to stand up as I mention some of these categories, that you'll see the outstanding students we have here in Clarkston, in case you don't already know. So, would those students, and if you could please save your applause to the end, although I know you're going to break that rule after I say this first one. So would those students who are entering the military, will you please stand up? I think we have about 8 of them. Thank you very much for your service to our country. Okay, now the rule's in place. We're going to save our applause for the end. This class has an amazing, out of 603 students, we have 10 Eagle Scouts. Could the Eagle Scouts stand up? And we're saving our applause to the end. 10 Eagle Scouts. This class, thank you very much. That's an amazing accomplishment. I don't know what the percentage is in the country, but I know it's less than 10 out of 600. Did I say that right? Anyway, I'll watch that back later and see if I had it right. So I also want to recognize one student, Alex Galvik. Alex, would you stand up? Alex has had perfect attendance since kindergarten. Way to go, Alex. And now we're saving our applause to the end. So would those students who were in National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, or National Technical Honor Society, will you please stand up? Congratulations on all that you've accomplished. And with those students who were members of state championships, either basketball, team rush, football, business professionals, future problem solvers, will you please stand up? And others, our choir, our music, congratulations on all that you've accomplished. Our orchestra and our band have all been performers at the state level. Team Rush, congratulations and thank you. Those of you who have earned all state recognition in any music, athletics. Okay, congratulations to you. I believe that there are more than that. You guys are messing with me now. Okay, we have 5 National Merit Scholars among us. Would you please stand? Congratulations on that amazing accomplishment. And let's see, one last thing. If you volunteered in the community during your time at Clarkston Community Schools, will you please stand? Thank you very much and congratulations. We have the best kids in the world. And students, I'd like to ask something of you as you're getting ready to leave Clarkston. I'd like to ask you to consider coming back. It's the best community, we have the greatest kids in the world, so please think about coming back and living here and living your lives in Clarkston. We would love to have you. One of our people who used to work for the Clarkston Community Schools, his name is Mel Vara, and he wrote this book, part of this book called One Cup at a Time. And in the book, he talks about his time in Clarkston back in the 1950s and all the way through the 90s, and he still lives here. He met his wife here, and he still communicates with students he had 50 years ago. So if you could imagine being here and talking to some of your teachers when you're 68 years old, that would really be something. So I want to talk to you about dreams coming true. And I have a couple of students who are going to help me do that. Where are they? Are they here? Here they are. Very good. Thank you. So we have amazingly talented kids in our community, and two of them are Mackenzie Woodworth and Mackenzie and Megan. And they are amazing musicians, and this song was actually written by Mackenzie, and they're going to perform a minute of their song. So one of their dreams was to be on this stage and perform, and it's a great honor for me to help them make this dream come true. So here they are. Take it, ladies, an original song.
Give me a sign that you can feel this fire too. And if you don't, I'll still be hopelessly in love with you. And I know that your fire will be death of me. But can't you see that here I am in the dark, holding on to that spark? Here I am, my fingertips, and if the flames are yours, I know I want to be burned.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mackenzie and Megan. I love to see dreams come true. Now I want to mention some of our students and some of the diversity of things that our students will go on to do. And I apologize if I make mistakes, which I know I will. So Andrew Rahala is attending the University of Utah. Kelly Jackson is going to study cosmetology at Marquette Academy. Hunter Schlink is going to enter the Army. Jake Reed is going to attend Kendall College of Art and Design. Jacob Marino will attend Point Loma Nazarene University. Ryan Felter will become a Marine. Diane Hokema will attend the College of Creative Studies in Detroit. And the list goes on. A.J. Spear is going to bowl for Spring Arbor University. Hugh Lay is going to study at the Art Institute of Atlanta. And Spencer Wicks is going to join the Army. Luke Olforn is going to study at Purdue. And Kelsey Gilbert is going to study at Augustana University in South Dakota. So, ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2017, as you walk across the stage this evening, I'm going to give each one of you a box. And this box has special meaning. Each one of these boxes has a red thread inside. The red thread represents the connections that we have. Once they're made, they last forever. So now that you've grown up in Clarkston, now that you've been touched by the lives of the people who are here and your families, you'll always be connected. Also inside this box is a card that I signed my name on. Now, that's not really worth very much, I know. Not at this time, and it probably never will be. but I signed my signature to 600 of these cards to give to you, 603, because it's my way of connecting with you. I also put a date on the back of each one of these cards that I wrote with my own hands. And that date represents a day that I'd like to ask you to send me an email, if you will, to let me know how you're doing. I'd love to hear from you and to stay connected. Also inside this box is stuffing, which is inside a lot of jewelry boxes, coincidentally. And that stuffing represents what's inside your hearts. And the box itself, isn't that cool? Very thoughtful, very creative on my part. No one else could have thought of that. Thank you. And the box itself represents a case of agency. So wherever you go in the world, if you go off to college or the Army, if you go off to the world of work, put this box on where you can see it and remember that this community believes in you and believes in the power of your dreams, and we're always here to support you and to help you in any way that we can. So I want to mention a few more names. Adam Coons is going to enter the Air Force. Alex Manuth is going to enter trade school to become a plumber. Sarah Austin is headed off to Marist College, and she's going to play volleyball. Awesome. I think that's in New York, right? Is that Poughkeepsie? Cool. Chris Lauren is going to attend San Francisco State University. Hannah McClellan Lukenbach is going to study mortuary science at Rochester College. Thank you, Hannah. That's important work. And Elena Green is going to attend Green Mountain College in Vermont. And Ilham Osman, she's going to Stanford University. So another thing that we do in Clarkston is we create a spreadsheet and we have each one of your teachers write a little note about you. And I want to share some of the notes that your teachers wrote, and we're going to copy those off and send them to you in the mail. Did you know that Jackson Worth is 16 years old and he's graduating today? Graduating early? When Jackson was younger, he had a dream of going to MIT, and I was out there at MIT and I bought a t-shirt and gave it to Jackson. I gave one to his mom. She probably still has it. And he may too, but it probably doesn't fit him anymore. Jackson's gone through some difficult health issues, and I know he's going to go and do amazing things, and hopefully one day he'll be able to live that dream to go to MIT. Ryan Anderson is an Eagle Scout. Ezekiel Bacon built his own foundry in his backyard as a kid and taught himself how to forge different materials. Nadia Berman will be an au pair in Montreal this summer. Dominique Bertolini skated for Team USA for Junior Roller Derby. Did you know that? It's pretty cool. Brady Dice is an excellent golfer. I think all of us knew that. Tristan Greenlee has a smile that'll light up a room, according to his teachers. And that goes on and on, and on and on. And Alex Matisse, Mr. Call wrote this about him: I have always had a deep appreciation for your quiet confidence and leadership. You lead by example. You've been an outstanding student for 3 years at Clarkston High School. So I'll just mention a few more. Josh Peterson is an Eagle Scout. Donald Pinner is an Eagle Scout. Anna Rumstead has been outstanding in orchestra and accomplished many different things. Ryan Weaver is an Eagle Scout. John Wazel is an Eagle Scout. Max Wyckoff is an Eagle Scout. We have a lot of Eagle Scouts. I mentioned 10 out of 600. So, to finish up, yes, there is indeed an end to my speech. I think you were probably starting to wonder. There's this song, and I was going to ask that it be played at the prom the other night, but I thought if I played a country music song, it would clear the dance floor. I'm pretty sure that it would have. So I waited till tonight. And I was going to play the song for you over these awesome loudspeakers we have here in this room, but I decided it would be better coming from the voices of our students. So this song is called Take the Road Less Traveled. We have members of our choirs and some musicians who are going to play along with Mr. Peterson. And as you're listening, I want you to hear not just the words that the song ask you to think about in terms of taking the road less traveled in your life and accomplishing your dreams, but I want you to hear the voices of these young people, these beautiful voices, these amazing voices that they have. And I want you to think about all of your voices and the world hearing your voices and how important that is and what amazing young people you are and all that you have to accomplish. So that's it for me. I'm going to turn it over to this group to hear their amazing song. Thank you very much.